Hey, Shalom, Meshal. When the start of souls by giving no praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Right, double honors to the apostles of GMS, and honestly, brothers doing the work in truth, while sincerity, just meditating on something that I believe, if my memory serves me well, that a guy that was in the truth and then fell out, basically said, and that was, I'm sick and tired of being tired, right? I'm gonna try to articulate this the best that I can, right? But yeah, we all hate this place. I mean, we want this place to go, right? And we know we hate it here. We seek a kingdom of righteousness. A kingdom where you can, have a family, and it's not, it's not stressful. Your woman ain't giving you hell. Your children ain't giving you hell, right? You can go do whatever it is that you're doing without, the hell that we feel in this kingdom, right? So we all want this place to end, right? But what you got to be careful of, right, is letting that hatred for this place consume you to the point where you basically can't take it anymore, and you're like, fuck this, right? And then, like that instance of that guy, right, of that particular individual, he fell out because of it, right? You always got to remember the bigger picture, that yeah, this is a punishment. You can't forget that, right? It's like Esau put you in his prison system, whatever, what have you. If you genuinely committed a crime, right, then according to his laws, you deserve that punishment, and according to our laws, we deserve the punishment that we're getting. Now, really, we deserve death, right? So anything less than that, it, you know, really is, you know, because what Scripture says, all have sinned and come short of the glory. And what are the wages of sin? Death, right? So, hey, lift your heads up, as the Scripture's saying, and I'm going to get into it. Right, and remember that there are better things to come, and this man's kingdom is on its way out. We're almost here, right? We're almost at the end, right? And hey, that goes for myself also, right? I go through things, whatever, what have you. We all go through things. There are things, that brothers don't speak about on camera, right? But brothers lament, off camera, with each other, right? Scriptures talk about how well and how good it is for brethren to dwell in unity, right? When brothers are together, you reason, and brothers help lift each other's spirits up, right? So if you are in a rut, then maybe just go call a brother, spend time with a brother, right? Not saying you're off if you hate this place. No, we all hate this place, right? This is Luke 21:28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Right? So our redemption is drawing nigh. The things, prophecies are coming to pass, and we just look at this year alone. Right? Just look at this year alone. It feels like so much has happened, and it's only the middle of February, almost. And it really isn't even the middle of February yet. Right? That's tomorrow. Right? It says, and he spake to them a parable. Behold, the fig tree and all the trees, when they now show forth, you see and know your own selves that summer is nigh at hand. So you can see, oh, okay, cool. The plants, they're starting to bud, this, that, and the other, right? Hey, we must be coming towards this season, or the leaves are starting to fall, right? That means it's coming towards autumn or whatever, what have you, right? So just like that is what we're supposed to be doing, in terms of, you see certain things happening in the world, all of the pestilences in the world, the plagues that are happening in the world, right? The wars and the rumors of wars, right? And we're like, okay, cool, yeah, this is the right direction, right? It says, verse 31 says, so likewise, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of the Most High is nigh at hand. Yeah, it's nigh, it's close, right? It ain't gonna be tomorrow. Hey, we don't love for it to be tomorrow, right? But prophecy must be fulfilled, right? It says, verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. And take heed to yourself, lest any lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that the day come upon you unawares. So basically, always be aware. Scriptures talk about in Sirach 39, these law. Oh, I forget how it goes. Let me put it up. Right. So it says, Sirach 39 from the top, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. Right. So if you should be knowing what's going on in the world, right? Being occupied in prophecies, you're saying, okay, cool, something happens and you hear about in the news. You're like, okay, cool, that lines up with that. No, you see something else happens. Okay, that lines up with that, right? In the scriptures, right? And that's the way it's supposed to be. So that's what they're saying. That you always got to be aware. And yeah, brothers will get together and have a drink, right? But even even I remember there was one time, I was with some of the Akim, right? And we were just watching a movie or whatever, and then guess what? We just pull up on our phone and we hear that there's been attacks in France. Right? It's like, oh shit, hey, you see what's happening? Our brothers, okay, can't. Right? So brothers are always, no matter what we're doing, we're always plugged in, man. We're always seeing, watching and praying. That's the spirit you're supposed to have. Always watching and pray. Because if you don't watch and pray, then you might lose sight of exactly how close we are, right? It says, for as a snare shall it come upon all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth, right? Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be counted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. So watch and pray, right? That's what we gotta do. We gotta watch and we gotta pray. Right, this is Matthew 19:28. He says, and Yahushua said unto them, if I let me start from 27. Right, so then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? Right, so Paul's, Peter's like, it was basically saying, look, man, look, Yahushua, look, we've given up everything. What is the reward? All right, and Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which shall follow me in the regeneration when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or land, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. Right? So everything that we've had to give up on this side, right, the Lord's gonna, reward us for that. Now that's not to say you forcibly, you try and make it happen, right? You scriptures talk about being over righteous. If, as an the apostle Aram be spoken on this, if you got a woman and she's cool with you, why are you gonna, she's not getting in the way of you doing the truth. Why are you gonna put hell upon yourself and then just be like, I ain't dealing with you no more, right? That this isn't what it's talking about. This is talking about, you might have, like, say for instance, a job opportunity, right? And the job opportunity basically means that you can never come to camp. Then you got to have to be like, what, I can't even do this right now, right? I can't, not even right now, I can't even take this job. You're just gonna have to say, hey, look, man, I got to teach the word because that's the primary, right? Or you might have a woman, and the woman's just there like, you know what, you never see me on a Saturday, this, that, and the other, right? You have to start giving me some Saturdays. And if she does that, then you just got to be like, okay, babe, look, hey, you're getting in the way of me doing this truth, right? You've got, things that are getting in the way of doing this truth. Then you can be like, okay, cool, I ain't going, have this anymore. But this ain't saying go out of your way, right, to give things up. Right? Scriptures talk, for instance, also that money is a defense, right? And a woman, if the Lord blesses you with a woman, right, then she's supposed to be a comfort. And if she's not a comfort, then yeah, fair enough. But I cannot put hell upon yourself, right? Just talking on that. Once again, as Apostle Ramla did, I believe one or two videos on that in like maybe last year or two, right? About balance, right? So yeah, we going to be receiving many fold in the kingdom. That's one of the things that we have to look forward to, right? All of the women that we want, because right now, yeah, technically speaking, right, we can have as many women as we want, but let's be honest, right? One, how many of your current women are gonna be happy with you having several women, right? And then all that's gonna do is give you hell. And two, right? Well, in fact, what does the scripture say in Corinthians, right? And those that have wives be as those that have none. Right? You ain't really even got time to dedicate to one woman, let alone several. Right? But in the kingdom, that's not going to be an issue. Right? And another point is, hey, women, they're expensive, man. Right? That's another mouth to feed. Right, so so now you're gonna have to work more so that you can feed all of your women, right? But once again, all of these cares, because if you got scriptures talk about if a man take him another in the law, if a man take him another wife, right, and he hateth the first wife, he can't basically, not feed the first wife. He can't not clothe the first wife that he hates, and he can't, what do you call it? He can't deny her sex either, right? If you look up duty of marriage, you'll be able to read into that, right? But yeah, right now in this kingdom, we can't do any of that. But in our kingdom, in the kingdom of Israel, the kingdom that is to come, we'll be able to do all of that, right? So yeah, that's another thing that we have to look forward to, right? This ain't the end all and be all, right? So if you're what do you call it, if you're get into that stage of you're starting to feel tired of being tired, right? You're starting to hate that you're always depressed or whatever, what have you, right? Then think about the good things that are to come, right? And pray for the Lord to keep that Holy Spirit on you, right? And let not this even one of the elders, I forgot which one, from the Dallas camp, right? They did a video basically saying, watch, be careful of how much negativity you're consuming, right? Because there's been times, man, when I might be on Twitter or whatever, and I just see some of the foul, wicked homosexuality that's being pushed out into the world, right? Sometimes I read it, but sometimes I just like, look, man, I don't even want to read that right now. I don't even want to read that article or whatever, right? Why? Because it's sort of like all that's gonna do is just overbear you, right? In terms of the negativity, right? That is in this world, and that's why you gotta have the balance, right? And the best balance of that, the best counterweight to all of the wickedness, right, is the righteousness that are in the scriptures, right? You look forward to the things that are to come, right? It says Hebrews 13:14, for here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come, right? And our one to come, right, is going to be a beautiful place, right? Place of righteousness, right? It says Revelations 21:4 says, and the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death. Yeah, because the Israelites go and live forever, right? The Israelites go and live forever. I said, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Right? It says, and he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I'll make all things new. And he said unto me, write, for all these words are true and faithful. All right. So the point there was, there ain't gonna be no more death. We ain't gonna be all, because right now, man, we sorrow, we're in pain. We lose on this side, but once again, we deserve everything that we got, that we're getting, that we're subject to, right? And that should give you a little bit of comfort when you're catching hell, right? That ultimately we deserve whatever we're going through, right? But this is the hope that we can, Lord can deliver us from this kingdom, right? And that we don't lose patience, right? And in fact, let me get that. It says Sirach 2, is it 14? Sirach 2:14, woe unto you that have lost patience, what will you do when the Lord shall visit you? Right? And that you can argue that's part of getting sick and tired of being tired, right? Because you're able to bear it for a while, and you're like, fuck it, I can't take it anymore, right? Nah, you look, man. Scripture says, "He that endureth unto the end, right? Not halfway, not a quarter way. You gotta go all the way to the end. You gotta, you gotta pray to the Lord for strength. You gotta pray that the Lord doesn't take this Holy Spirit away from you, right? So that we can endure and we can continue going on in this fight. And yeah, it's a hard fight, and yeah, we hate this place. Yeah, we want this place to go, right? But don't let that the hatred for this place consume you to the fact that you end up like Cypher. I don't want to remember nothing, right? Cypher from the Matrix, right? He got sick and tired of being tired, right? And don't want to end up like that, man. Right? So, hey, Lord's will, I was able to articulate that properly, right? Lord's will that the message has been received, right? And Lord's will, if anyone's in that, if you got brothers in the camp, man, how well and how good it is for brethren to dwell in unity. That's what the scriptures say. When brothers lift each other's spirits, man. Hey, because you know what? Sometimes you're going through hell, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I was going through some stuff, and you reason with Akim, and you find out other brothers are going through their own things. And you know what? There's comfort and like, look, man, it ain't just me. It's a weird comfort, but it's comforting nonetheless, right? Just like, oh, look, man, Satan's just doing the rounds, right? And then brothers, and then you get together, it's like, look, man, you catching out too? Like, yeah, I'm catching out, and you laugh about it together, man, right? You lift each other's spirits up, because at the end of the day, man, that's what we're supposed to do. That's why the Lord has blessed us with the brotherhood. I mean, once again, the brothers in Dallas, the elders in Dallas, right, did a video basically about appreciating the brotherhood, because it made a good point. There are some camps where it's just one man, when they haven't got that same ability to just be like, yo, Ark, what you saying, and just being able to reason, and then whatever, what have you, right? And hey, Lord's all, the Lord increases those camps, right? So as always, Lord's will, that was edifying. Till the next time, Shalom.